Caffeine is a naturally occurring substance that stimulates the brain and central nervous system. It is found in coffee beans, cocoa, tea leaves, and other plants around the world. It reduces drowsiness, increases heart rate, and causes sleep disturbance and so on. Before diving deeper into the effects of caffeine, we must discuss sleep. As cells in our body need energy, they break down ATP. One of ATP's products after it breaks down is adenosine. Because of this, adenosine concentrations increase throughout the day as our bodies use energy. Some amount of adenosine is present throughout the body, but its most important effects are seen in the brain. As adenosine levels increase, some of the molecules will exit the cell and bind to receptors, telling us that we have been active and need to rest. In other words, adenosine is what we call a ligand, a signal molecule that binds to a receptor. Adenosine promotes sleepiness in multiple ways depending on which receptor it binds to. It can bind with 4 different receptors, but the A1 and A2A are the most relevant. If adenosine binds to an A1 receptor, found in wake-stimulating neurons, it causes them to become less active. It will do the opposite when it binds to A2A receptors, which are mostly found on sleep-promoting neurons, especially in the basal ganglia part of the brain. These receptors accomplish their job with the help of a G protein, which is why they are called G protein-coupled receptors, or GPCRs. When a ligand binds to the GPCR, the receptor makes a conformational change, and we switch the GDP on the alpha subunit out for a GTP. The alpha subunit will then dissociate and find a specific protein to regulate. The alpha subunit coupled to the A1 receptor will bind with adenylyl cyclase, lowering the concentration of cyclic AMP, or cAMP. Conversely, A2A induces the production of adenylyl cyclase, which increases cAMP levels. One of cAMP's major functions is regulating the amount of glucose and other energy reserves used, which adenosine uses to manipulate the activity level of cells. Caffeine is similar in structure to adenosine and can bind to adenosine receptors. However, it can't activate them. Because of this, the caffeine can bind to the active site on the adenosine receptor and competitively inhibit the adenosine from binding. This muffles the sleep signal from adenosine and is how caffeine causes cells to delay entering recovery, stimulates the brain, and ultimately increases alertness and postpones drowsiness.